everyone to the October program. I tell you, Jen, this year has flown.
It is. Can you believe it's October?
I can't believe it.
I love it.
But you know what October means? Lots of great events coming up.
Oh, October's awesome.
It's full. I mean, the weather's good.
Get your walking shoes on. We got some things for you to do.
And look at this room. We're packed. We are
Standing
packed.
room only.
I tell you, but we're going to have a good time. Hey, but before we talk about events, I have some great news. You want to hear great news?
Yeah, I love great news.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I just recently went to the Governor's Conference on Tourism.
Yes.
And that's where they give us all our numbers about, how we did tourism-wise.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there with all my peers, I'm nervous as a cat thinking, oh my goodness, please don't be a negative. And so we got there and they said, well, only 44 counties had an increase all the way across the board in all the categories. There's like 5 categories in tourism.
Wow.
And DeKalb County was one of them. Yeah. So anyway, I took a breath and was like, but then you know what we found out? We had the highest percentage increase in all the Upper Cumberland region in every area. There was an 8.3% increase overall, and now we have a total of $39.34 million generated by tourism dollars.
Wow.
I have trouble saying that.
Awesome.
Those are numbers way above my
I'm
head.
having to look at that. That is incredible.
Well, that's a 4.63 increase over the previous year. So, boy, I tell you, I had to it was okay. But I was inside. I was trying to stay calm.
Can't wait to tell everybody.
Yeah, I just want to scream it. So I was texting my family. And so anyway, I was really excited about that. But anyway. And we only have good times around here. Mm-hmm. I tell you, we gave a Community Improvement Award, a well-deserved Community Improvement Award to Attorney Minji Bryant.
Yes.
I tell you, she's at 206 East Public Square in Smithville. And, we got to go inside and outside. She has redone that place. It is fabulous.
You need to go in just to, I don't know whether you need a lawyer or not, but you need to go in because...
It's going to visit when you don't need a lawyer.
Just to visit.
Say
hello, man. Because I remember that as a restaurant. I remember it as the newspaper. I remember it as so many different things. And you would walk in there and not remember a thing based on what she has done. It is beautiful.
It's big.
Yeah.
I hadn't realized how big it is.
Yeah,
but she uses
did a great
the whole
job.
space.
Well-deserved Community
It was
Improvement
also
Award.
the gas office.
Oh, the gas office. Well, I don't even remember
See,
that.
Annette showing her, I don't know.
Well, they said a lot of things, but anyway, right now it is beautiful, and we so appreciate Minji, and she was just such a pleasure to get to know, and I friended her on Facebook too, so go find Minji on Facebook. She's sweet. And as you can notice today's Jen, Shan is not here to present the DeKalb Community Hospital news.
Yeah, where is Shan?
Well, I had to turn 7 people down, and one of them was my daughter, so do not be mad at me.
When you get turned down.
When you get turned down, I even turn down family. Yeah.
You especially turned down family.
Especially turned down family. No, I had to call Shan back and go, Shan, I'm
so
overbooked.
sorry.
But
Right.
anyway, here's what my logic was. You're married to a doctor, so I thought you could give the hospital news.
Well, I'd be happy to talk about this because this is an annual event. This Friday, this Friday, October 4th, is the annual senior health fair, although is that what they're calling it?
I don't think so.
Under the big top. It's the senior health fair at Family Medical Center, so you can't miss it. You drive by Family Medical Center, it's going to be the big tent where all sorts of things are going on. But it's sponsored by the Family Medical Center, the DeKalb Senior Center, DeKalb Community Hospital, and DeKalb Community Bank. And so this is the event where you can go get some basic numbers checked as far as health is concerned. There's loads of information and of course great little goodie bags that you got to be one of the first folks to come. It is from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. But if you want a goodie bag, you got to get there early because those go pretty quick. But 9 to 2, great event, and it's really important for a caregiver who has just found out maybe their loved one has something like diabetes or some other important health concern, that they'll get lots of information there, learn about nutrition, learn about good health habits. It's a great event.
It was great. I know last year I got my cholesterol checked. I got lunch. I got little presents all over the place. It was fabulous.
Yeah.
Good atmosphere too.
Yeah.
And you might just find out you're fit as a fiddle.
Yeah, a picture of health.
Oh, that would be good. I didn't get that memo, but anyway, I found out, do not ever get my body mass index again. I was depressed for weeks. So anyway, don't do that.
We don't need that information.
Yeah, unless you're super skinny, don't do that. But anyway, speaking of, a way to get super skinny, I'm seeing an evening of dance here.
Yeah, good inspiration.
Yeah. Although I'm thinking this is not meaning we're going to get to dance. It means we're going to watch dance.
Yeah, we're really inspired by a beautiful performance.
Well, Rhonda Hartpole is here, and she's going to really get the information straight for us.
I think they will inspire all of us to want to move more once we watch them.
Yes.
They make it look so easy, Yes, I am with Art Revolution, and I'm happy to be here today to share with you information about an evening of dance. This is our ticket.
Beautiful. That is.
These are our tickets this year.
They're so pretty.
And they were sponsored by Off the Beaten Path, who's also here today. So we wanted to bring this to your attention. After you find out you're fit as a fiddle on Friday, then Saturday you come and see the show. It's Saturday night at 7 o'clock at the community center. The tickets are $18. If you have information or if you would like tickets right now, you can call Jessica at the community center at 597-2121. She's usually there from like 8 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon, or you can talk to someone else there. Also, I would like to give a little bit of class information, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
But if I can just say one thing about the evening of dance, I have been to the events that this fabulous dance troupe have put on, and it was so wonderful to see families come out and really, especially the little girls.
Oh, love it.
It will put stars in your eyes.
Yes.
I mean, it takes you into a completely different mindset, and it's just been absolutely beautiful. So if you are looking for a special event for particularly a younger child, a 6 to 12-year-old girl, maybe even younger than that, this will set them on their toes.
Well, the
this
thing
is a fabulous event.
Their artistry of the dancers are wonderful, and this evening
the costumes,
the costumes, the
everything.
lighting. I mean, everything is just beautiful. So it does create a memory for those children. We had a little girl last year that said, "I didn't think that ballerinas were real." She thought that was something in your head, and then she saw them live, and she was like, "Wow!"
Oh my God!
So it is a great night to make memories.
Like unicorns.
Yes, exactly. So anyway, please come. If you don't have your tickets yet, we still have some available, and we'll have some available, of course, that night at the door. You will not be disappointed. Like I said, this is a variety of dances. If you think, I don't like ballet, it's not just classical ballet for this one. It's they're going to be doing some modern, some avant-garde kind of things. I know that they're going to close the show with a piece that is an homage to the 2010 flood that happened in Nashville.
Oh.
So that is, they said, a wonderful, moving, fun kind of piece that pleases everyone.
Neat.
So it really will be something. It's not going to, if you're thinking opera and ballet and oh my gosh, long, boring, it is not that at all. It is it's a very neat, uplifting kind of fun show.
Oh, looking forward to that.
If you've never been and you want to experience a ballet, this is the one to come to. And of course, we'll be bringing the Nutcracker back. Everybody loves that in December.
Oh, we'll have you back to talk about that for sure.
I would love to do that. If I could just give a little bit of information,
Yes.
we started our registration for classes today, actually, for our fall classes. They are going to start November 4th and run until April 14th. So they are 18-week-long classes. This is the first time we have done this.
Great.
And it's $180 per class, which is about $10 a class, which is nothing. I mean,
Oh, my gosh.
I spent $10 on breakfast at McDonald's.
Yeah.
No, not really, but you know what I'm saying. But me and my son, maybe.
That's a lot of breakfast. That's right.
Well, you know what I'm saying. I mean, it's for $10 to learn an art, and we have some great artisans that work with us. This year, we're going to have Layla Fox is teaching Photography 101. She's fabulous. She just moved to the area. She will teach you not only how to take great shots, but also the editing process and all of the things that come with that. Also, we have a new class called Ballroom Dancing.
But
I know.
Is this for any age?
It's for any age.
Oh my God.
Yes. We're all going to be dancing with the stars soon.
My kids are going to be so upset I'm taking a dance class. I'm doing it.
So, all of you ladies who'd like to teach your husbands how to dance,
Oh, do you have to bring somebody with you?
Well, you don't have to.
I don't think my man is going to do that.
You might meet somebody new. you're there. I don't know.
Hey, I've seen Tim
Recruiting.
dance. He can dance. He can cut the
Well,
rug.
Tim can come and he can be the star that you all get to dance with. How about that?
What if you've got 2 left feet? Is that-
I will
think I
take
can help
anything at
you
this
with
point.
that.
I got
You're the
nobody.
one.
That's
you
what the
should-
class is for.
That's why. Yeah, that's the reason you go to class.
Exactly. So those classes, he's not only teaching ballroom, but he's also teaching swing, Latino,
Oh my God.
country. So it's fun.
Jim,
I mean, but this
I know.
is for
You can be
our
my
youth.
partner.
Yeah, we need to do it. We're gonna do it.
Yeah, we'll do it together.
Okay, so it's for youth
Yeah.
and for adults. And that's going to be on Tuesday
We
nights
shouldn't
also.
say that. Now no one is like, oh, I thought about doing it, but now I'm not going to.
I can tell that Tisha wants to. I can see it on her face.
Oh, I've done dance
There'll
classes
be a room
before.
full
It's
of
lots
ladies
fun.
and looking for one man to dance.
Now, my husband is a great dancer.
Oh, good.
Recruit him.
Yeah.
Well, when is it? When does it start?
That starts also. These classes are November 4th through April 14th, so it's 18 weeks.
Oh, we're gonna need more than that from me. I can assure you.
And John Basinger is our teacher on that, and
Oh
he's a
my
wonderful
gosh.
older man that knows his stuff. That's coming
Yeah.
from Cookville, I
Yeah.
think. So, and then we're also doing a hot new dynamite class called TNT, which is our intro to theater class, which is being taught by moi.
Oh,
We will be teaching that. I will be teaching that on. I've got it on Monday nights, but then I realized everybody else is teaching on Tuesday nights, so that's flexible.
Yeah.
So we may do that. I just want to make sure I can make my son's ball games,
yes.
which are on Friday nights. So that is also Tuesday nights. That will be. I'm hoping to be able to take you to backstage of some of the theaters in the area. Also doing some drama things, some readings. So you'll be learning some acting things as well as information, just general information about the theater.
Nice.
And then last but not least, one of our very popular classes, the culinary arts class by the executive chef, of course, at Evans Mill, Jason Evans.
We
And-
love Jason.
I know.
And we all love Jason, and we all love Jason's food.
Oh yeah.
This class.
But more importantly, the kids love Jason. He
They
is such
do.
a great teacher, and he has such a way. Of course, he has his own children who
Yes.
are just darling and charming and fun to be around. So he's a great parent, but he is
Yes.
such a good teacher.
He's patient.
And you know what?
And
When he
sweet.
started,
The kids
he
love
didn't know if he
that
was
show.
going to really like it.
Yeah.
And he has been with us from the beginning, and he absolutely loves the reward back of teaching the children. Also, we usually have some kind of a fundraiser with adults also, a Sunday afternoon class. But right now we are looking at his class, which usually costs a little bit more because of the supplies and all. So we've got 4 wonderful classes: the Photography 101, Ballroom Dancing, Intro to Theater, Hot TNT, and then our Culinary Arts class.
Wow, that's
Great.
a good selection.
Yeah.
So you can come by the community center starting today, get your registration form, or you can call Jessica Atnip on her cell number, which is 615-440-3614. 615-440-3614, and she will be happy to set you up. Like I said, the registration forms are also at the office at the community center, and we're looking forward to a great 18 weeks. Hopefully a lot of new students. We'll have some returns, I'm sure. Everyone loves the classes, and we just are looking forward to you all taking
Oh,
the ballroom
I'm in.
dancing class.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it.
Thank you
I'm
all
gonna
very
do
much
it.
for letting Art Revolution come again today and to speak about what we're doing. We're excited about what we do, and we appreciate y'all letting us.
Well, we'll see you
come
again
and tell
next
about
month because
Well,
we
we
got to
will.
talk about the Nutcracker. and all that good stuff.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rhonda. Well, guess who is here this morning? Has come in, Miss Tisha
Speaking of
Bucket.
tasty food,
I tell you, yeah, talking about
someone pass her a microphone.
yeah. Well, the Habitat for Humanity of DeKalb County's Chili Cook-Off is coming up. One of my favorite things to do.
No.
Such a fun event. But Tisha's here to
It's
tell us
usually
about it.
elbow to elbow crowded.
Yes,
standing
well,
room
we are moving back outside this year, and
Oh,
I've looked at
great.
the 10-day forecast, and it looks like hopefully we're
Looks
going to be in
like
the clear to do that. So it's next Friday, October 11th. Last month I was here, and we had said it was going to be this week, and there were a lot of conflicts. So we changed it. It's October 11th, and we're going to be outside the Courthouse Square.
Love that.
We have right now today I think we have about 10 teams, and we certainly would welcome more to do that with us. 10:30 to 1, and the rain location is the Life Enrichment Center, First Baptist Life Enrichment Center. So get there before 1, as everybody knows.
Yeah.
because we run out of chili lots of times.
Yes.
But if you're there by 12, you'll be okay. And then we have delicious baked goods, lots of churches and civic groups, and the high school culinary arts class actually is donating a lot of cakes. They did that for us last year, and the high school students made cakes for us to sell. So come out and get your goodies for the weekend, have lunch. It's all you can eat. You can get takeout. And if you haven't been before, you get to sample, and then you can vote for your favorite chili, and then fill your bowl up.
And you can
over.
go back as often as you want,
Yeah.
which is my favorite part. Like, I don't know. I think I want to try number 2 again. Number 7.
Yes.
Hard to decide.
And it's amazing. You say chili, but they are all different.
They're
It
all
is
very
fantastic.
different. And we really appreciate all the folks that have participated, the teams for, year after year. We have lots of people that have done it every year. This is our 10th annual chili cook-off.
Nice.
Hard to believe. And we'd love to have Edgar Evans back with us.
Well, we're kind of busy that
I
weekend.
know. But anyway, we're looking forward to a great time. This is one of our bigger fundraisers for Habitat, and we're working on planning our next house and getting the funds together. So this is a good cause and lots of fun. So we
That's
hope
right.
everybody will come out.
Great.
Oh, we're excited. And
Thank you,
you know
TJ.
one of my favorite parts, Jen, is seeing how they're going to be dressed up for the booth decorated.
They
Yes.
really pull out the stops.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so fun to see them. So anyway, I'm looking forward to that too. But thanks, Tisha.
Thank you.
Well, guess what's coming up next, Jen?
Oh, my favorite event of the year.
The Edgar Evans Marina State Park.
Well,
What
that's
is it? History Hayride's coming
Actually,
up.
it's Edgar Evans State Park.
Did I say that?
She said
Hayride.
Marina in there.
Oh, I said Marina.
Yeah.
It's all right. We'll give them a plug too. I mean,
Yes, we love Kay
They're in
Tuttle
there.
and the marina
Yes.
down there. But yes, it's the Edgar Evans State Park History Hayride, and we're so excited to have manager Carl Halfacre here to talk about it. And Carl, have you got the information too on the fall cruise?
Color cruise.
Color
Well,
cruise.
yes, it's kind of some sad information though. We actually booked all 50 seats on the fall color cruise, which is coming up November 2nd. But we booked those up by 10 o'clock, October 1st.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
So
It's a popular event.
yes, we will try to maintain a waiting list, and you can call and inquire about that at 800-250-8619. And this will be our 8th annual History Hayride at Edgar Evans. And we're hoping this year to have a good crowd. We're just about booked for that, so you need to go ahead and call and make your reservations if you haven't
Well,
already.
tell us a little bit about the History Hayride.
All right, there'll be approximately 10 trailer loads of folks leaving about every 30 minutes apart from the Park Visitor Center. The first load, the folks need to be there by 2 p.m. in the afternoon to register and settle up and everything, and we'll get you on the trailer and leave out shortly thereafter. There'll be from 10 to 12 stops, and this year, still being the sesquicentennial of the war between the states, we will have several Civil War era folks, a couple of Civil War mothers, at least one Union soldier, our Confederate soldier. I don't know about him. We're still looking, but of course
Still
we have
searching for the Confederates.
Yes, we have our old.
Lost that soldier.
Yeah, the unknown soldier.
We have our old standbys, the moonshiner and the moonshine hauler. We have the local man from 1910 who's part of a posse looking for a murder suspect.
Yeah.
We'll have Adam Dale. He's a standby also, played by our own Charlie Robinson from
Who's
Liberty,
actually
I
kin to
believe.
him, isn't he? Some
Well,
generations back.
yes, he or his brother-in-law one. But yeah, he's some kin to Adam Dale. But folks will stay on the trailer. We'll stop at each area, and each character will make a short presentation. We've got a young man who'll be playing a pearler. I don't know if folks here in DeKalb County may not know, but in the late 1800s, the young man was fishing over around Indian Creek, ran out of bait, picked up a freshwater mussel, opened it up, was going to use it for bait, and a pearl fell out. Freshwater pearl.
wow.
So that started the pearling industry here in the late 1800s, and actually almost did
Almost
devastate
complete,
the mussel population, not only in the Caney Fork, but about
The Tennessee
every
River, all
every
over,
waterway
yeah.
from here to Murfreesboro
Yeah.
was worked. and just several interesting characters. Over the years we've had a young construction worker, a young man that worked on the clearing of the dam is based on the character of my father who helped with the clearing when he was a young man. We've had a visit from Baron DeKalb there a couple of years. We've even had a talking chestnut tree, so several characters.
You just never know what you're going to come across in the park.
Now this year we have no new characters except for the Black Widow. And I said she was in her childhood, she was a resident of Liberty, Tennessee. And we try to keep the characters within the area of the park, but this was just too good a story to turn down. The Black Widow of Hazel Green had about 6 or 7 husbands.
You'd think that last one would have gotten a clue.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think she was
He
telling him
deserved it.
I don't think she was telling him about how many she was a widow. I think that's what it was.
I don't think I called her name, so I'll refrain from that. Might insult about half of DeKalb County if I did that. So. But come on out. We will have some light refreshments, cocoa, coffee, and some cookies or brownies or whatever.
And of course this is put on by the Friends of Edgar Evans State Park, and it's a fundraiser that all of those funds go right back into what the state park has needs for.
Yes, they're our tax-exempt support group, and they've bought several items over the years. They just bought a color printer for our custodial room there, and they've also bought us an electric sewer router. They bought the stuff like rhino lining to line the bottom of our pontoon boat, which that's been on now 3 or 4 years, and it lasts like iron. So many other things that they bought for us, that things outside of the budget or things that I might not have the money to purchase
through the state.
Yeah. And so they're a big help.
And Carl, you know, this is the perfect time of the year to go hiking, and you've got miles of hiking trails over there, right?
We sure do.
And all kinds of wonderful critters. Every time we drive in there, we say, "Oh, look, a deer. Oh, look, turkey." And my husband says, about 40 feet. So it's a great time to be out, enjoying the weather, enjoying our beautiful state park, getting just a fun, wonderful introduction to the wealth of history in our area.
Right. And I will add, dress warmly if you make your reservation, especially those rides that will be after dark.
Evening,
and depending on the weather, of course. But dress according to the weather. You might want to bring you a warm blanket just in case. But come on out. It's a fun evening. And this thing, you know, we country boys have a saying, even a blind hog gets an acorn every once in a while. Well, when we planned this, we didn't know 8 years ago whether it was going to be a flop or whether it was going to be a success. And all the seats filled up that first year within just a few weeks, and we were amazed. And we book up every year. We turn away hundreds of people during the course of the registration and all. So we thank the public, and thank all the residents of Smithville and DeKalb County that come out and help support us, and we thank our Friends group.
Well, give them a call today, because, you know, if you wait too long, you'll miss the opportunity.
Yeah.
Well, that's true.
Thanks, Carl.
Well,
Hey, Jen, you know, we were talking earlier about chili, but we got another chili supper here to talk about.
It's a time of year, you know, it starts to get a little crisp outside. We think about chili.
I know. The Clear Fork United Methodist Church Chili Supper and Auction's coming up on Saturday, October the 12th. Now, they're located right on Big Hill Road in Gazaway. The chili supper will be from 4 to 6, and then the auction begins at 6:15. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
6:15.
So that sounds like a lot of fun. And then, you know, we were talking about dancing earlier, too.
Yes.
There's going to be a dance at the DeKalb County Community Center.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, Saturday, October 19th from 6:30 to 9:30. The Road West Band will be performing. I hear they're terrific. There'll be a cover charge of $6.
Get our boots, dust our boots off and do a little two-step.
I know, get our dancing in before we start our classes. But the $6 per person, and you can contact Wanda at the Senior Center for more information.
That sounds like a fun event.
And then Janet Gillard wanted me to quickly remind everybody that the DeKalb County Guide is going to be out by the end of the year, and the deadline to renew or place your ad is October the 21st. Prices will remain the same. The 8th issue of this little green book will be coming out soon, so for more
That is such
information.
a handy little
It
book.
is.
I'm so
Handy
glad
dandy.
they're coming out with a new issue.
Well, just call Janet at 615-548-4644 4848 or email her at guide@dtccom.net. Marina news. We got some marina news coming up. The Patesford Marina on October the 11th through the 13th, they'll have the Patesford Marina annual fall cruise. Anthony Oria will be performing. And then on October the 26th, they'll have their annual Halloween party and potluck dinner. Bring a dish and a costume, and the party's on. So
fun!
And then Hurricane Marina called yesterday. I didn't get to talk to them. They left a message, and I didn't get them when I called back. But they're going to have a children's carnival on October the 26th. At 6:30, they're going to have a boat, an adult, and a kids costume contest. I guess decorate your boat.
You know, adults are into costumes as much as kids these days. It is so much fun.
Oh, I'm already planning mine for our Halloween on the Square thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So anyway, and then they're going to also have a band at the Hurricane
You'd make
Marina.
a really good Cruella de Vil.
Ooh, I think I would.
Yeah.
I think I've got the wig for that.
I'm just thinking.
I might do that. But anyway, back to Hurricane Marina, 931-858-2221.
It is so fun that the marinas and so many different folks get into the spirit of fall and have these great events and open it to the public. I think this is just, if you were looking for something to do, you'd find it.
That's right.
Yep.
Oh, talking about something to do. The 13th annual, I hope I got that right, Tim, Off the Beaten Path Studio Tour is coming up. And from the Off the Beaten group, our award-winning chair maker himself from Fresh Chairs is here. Boy, that was hard to say. Tim Hance. And I did that without practicing.
Obviously.
Yeah. Thanks. Boy, I just love friends, don't you?
Tim, tell us about Off the Beaten Path.
I forgot
this
why he
year.
was here after all that.
Well, it's coming up again at the end of the month. It's always the last full weekend in October.
Yeah.
So this year it'll be October 25th, 26th, and 27th.
I'm
That's
so excited.
Friday, Saturday,
it's
and
a
Sunday.
fabulous event. Tell us all about
And
it.
if you don't know, it's a self-guided open house tour of artist studios in and around DeKalb County. We clean up our place every year and kind of set it up as an art gallery. So it's your chance to drive around in the changing leaves and the beautiful countryside and get to know the artists in our community. And you can also buy something handmade from someone you know.
I buy my I buy my Christmas gifts that weekend. It's a wonder. You know, I have lots of teenage and early 20 nieces and nephews, and I don't really know what they want or need, and so I just buy them something wonderful and unique from our community.
And that gives you almost 2 months to enjoy it yourself before you gift it to
Sometimes
them.
I lose it and forget where it is, and then I have to buy them something else, and oh, there it is after the fact. I
Yeah.
love that part.
There it is around my neck.
Oh, why didn't I think in my scarf drawer?
Tim brought this in this
It's
morning.
beautiful. Here's an example.
My wife Jean made that early
It's
this
beautiful.
morning.
It's a silk scarf, and it happened to match the outfit I had on today.
One of a
and
kind.
So anyway, I borrowed it for an hour.
So on the tour we have guest artists, you know, some of them from different parts of the state or even regionally. A lot of the stops have demonstrations. So
And food.
and food.
Yeah.
So you might be wondering how you do this. You
Yeah.
can go to the chamber office and pick up one of our brochures, and it's got information about the artists and a map on it. It's got a list of all our sponsors. You can also go to offthebeatenpathtour.com and find out a little more. We have more information on the website because it's infinity. You can put as much stuff on there as you want. And so you can find out about each artist, each tour, each studio. And if you want to get one of our brochures next year, you can go on the tour this year and register for a door prize. And that will put you on our mailing list for next year. Did I say you can go to the chamber office and get these?
You did say that, but you can say that as many times as you'd like.
Oh, Suzanne, does the chamber office have
I think the
brochures?
chamber office has the
I
brochures.
think that if you were
I'm
looking
pretty
for a
sure.
brochure, you could probably find it at the chamber office.
And you'll see our
At the courthouse.
little
Because you can't find me. I'm in the courthouse, room 201.
on the square.
On the
in
square.
Smithville.
One Public Square, Smithville, 37166.
And
Now
you'll
I
see
have that piece in my store.
Okay.
This
Oh,
one
you go
here?
to Annette's.
No, that.
That one.
The flyer.
Or you can
Excellent.
go
yeah.
to Webb's Drug
And I'm open all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, any of our sponsors, which are too numerous to name here, but especially Web Drugs, not to exclude anyone else, but so the giveaway that we were talking about this year, you'll be entered in a drawing to win one of these beautiful handmade quilted pot holders, also from my wife Jean Brady.
Wow.
Now, for the radio listeners, you can't see this, of course, but
They're multicolored and fabulous.
it's hand patterned fabric that's quilted together. The back side is authentic Hawaiian fabric.
It's very festive.
They're very festive. They're very beautiful.
And I can't believe she did the fabric and
Well,
everything then.
it's a shame to get them grimy, but we use ours all the time. They're a beautiful gift if you want to hang them on the wall.
Yeah. Awesome.
So come on the tour. It's a chance to support the artists who also support the community. We do a lot of things like help with the library sale, you know, storing books, setting them out, pricing them, and we also help with the Food for Kids backpack sale,
Yep.
where we sell handmade donated artwork at the farmers market in August. We're also sponsors of Art Revolution, and a lot of our artists support their annual silent auction by giving handmade, beautiful crafted things.
Well, it's interesting to me that a lot of times somebody might go out of town, like to Gatlinburg or Sevier County or over to Franklin, and be looking as kind of a holiday thing to do, a vacation thing to do, to go off somewhere and look at, you know, the different artists who live there and who produce art there. But DeKalb County has the third highest consortium of artists in our community, so you don't have to go anywhere. You can see beautiful art and artists that go all over the country and the world with their beautiful work. Their studios are here in DeKalb County, so we see lots of Davidson and Williamson County, and we see lots of out-of-town license plates over that weekend, but it's for us too. It's a fabulous weekend.
Right, and when you do travel to Gatlinburg or Nashville or Asheville, North Carolina, you see a lot of artists from here in Smithville.
Yeah.
So it's quite a strong art community.
Yep. It's a fabulous event, and it happens all over the weekend. So even if you only had just a couple hours on Friday and a couple hours on Saturday, I really wanted to get back, you could go anytime those 3 days, and it's free.
And it's growing every year, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Thousands of people come out. And
We've got 13 or 14 studios this year, about 30 different artists, and always something new.
Yeah.
And a lot of the, you know, strong things that you see every year. So, did I say you can pick these up at the chamber?
I think
they're at the chamber and at Web Drug
Webb's
and
Drug and Gift.
Is this
yeah.
still a half an hour show? Do I have time to thank all of our sponsors? Well,
27,000. Oh, we heard laughter out of the studio.
That's funny.
so thanks for having us on again, and we'll see you at the end of the month.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Tim.
great.
Looking forward
Thanks, Tim.
to it. Well, you know, I guess, Jen, you've noticed Kathy Hendrickson's not here today.
Where is
our
our
host.
Coco?
She's so busy. She couldn't be here this morning.
Oh, well, we've got to talk about what's making her so busy.
I know. Well, the Justin Potter Library's always got lots of things going on. Coming up on Saturday, October 26th at 10 a.m., the FCC LA Club will have their Halloween story time. So it'll be a morning filled with stories, crafts, and treats for children ages 3 to 10.
Yep.
And then, Jen, the Halloween at the
in the library, which we'll talk about the whole event in just a little bit, but on Thursday, October 31st, Halloween, the library will be having a special event at 6 p.m. in the library that's got lots of fun activities for the kids.
Yeah, they do. Kevin Kidd's going to be there.
Yeah.
He's always so good to talk with he has these silly stories, but they have this positive message.
Right.
The kids love that. And also if the kids want to dress up, costumes are optional.
Yeah, don't have to come in a costume, but you're welcome. If you're in a costume, you don't have to take it off to get it.
That's right. Bring the costume. Now, you know, since we're talking about Halloween, we've got one of the. Well, honestly, we were surprised last year.
Yes, overwhelmed.
The Smithville Police Department, and I think it was Beth DeKalb, came up with this great idea. Let's have a Halloween on the square, on the Smithville Square, so that we can hand out candy.
A safe event for children.
And she came by the chamber, and I went, yes, Beth, we'll be glad to participate. And I got like 3 little bags of candy. Oh, my word. Imagine our surprise.
When it was gone in 10 minutes.
Oh, my goodness, yes. And I was at a meeting in Cookville, and my assistant Lou Ann's calling saying, what are we going to do? And I said, well, go to the dollar store. I don't know, go to Walmart, go to anywhere, and just go get you some candy. But here to talk about this morning is our Smithville Mayor, Jimmy Poss, who, I just can't wait to see what he's wearing this year on Halloween, because I hear he was quite the costume last year. And then Beth Adcock is here this morning, and Beth, you are the instigator or the promoter or the organizer of this, so we're really excited about this year, so tell us all about it.
Well, it's gonna be, okay, this is odd, because I know they're listening.
Just pretend we're talking on the phone, just like
always.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, it's gonna be Halloween Day, October 31st, which is on a Thursday. It will be 10 to 5. It will be, it's not just on the square. We've got maps that I've got made up with all the participating businesses, because you have like Tangles, the Dispatch, you've got the Review.
The library?
The library, that's not right there on the square. So Smithville Review will be putting that in the paper the week before and the week of. And you can pick up a copy of the map either at the police department or at the library. They will have them again this year for us. We will have a costume contest for the younger children, preschool and younger, at 10 o'clock upstairs in the community room at City Hall.
Oh, that'll be fun, won't it?
Yeah, I think that the timing is fabulous, because when my kids were little, like preschool age, by the time we got around to trick-or-treating, one was crying and one was sound asleep. So 10 a.m. is the perfect time to really let them shine.
Well, really, I got this from a neighboring county. They've been doing this for quite a few years. Their businesses downtown got together and did this.
Yeah.
And so I just talked with them last year to figure out what all I really needed to do to get this together. So I really just copied them.
Right. So the preschool costume contest is at 10.
And then you have another one in the afternoon.
Yes. At 4 o'clock, it will be for the older kids or children. We have that up to the age of 12, because normally after that age, they're not into the dressing up until they get our age. And then they want to go back to their childhood.
Maybe next year we can have an adult costume contest. I'm all about that. Yeah.
I've had other statements on that. But if they want to be over 12, they're more than welcome. But that was just what we put out there.
Yeah. Oh.
We will be getting the, well, not the adults yet.
Oh, okay. Next year.
How are you going to know if you got a costume on?
That's right. I might be a really tall.
True.
I'm very
taller.
I'm just 13.
Yeah,
Wear lots of makeup.
But no, we just thought this would be a safe place for the kids to be able to trick or treat. And also, you've got parents that work second shift that cannot take their kids trick or treating.
Yeah.
And so they can actually bring them and then go on to work. And then the ones, because this isn't going to help everybody. The ones that are going to take their children trick or treating that night anyway, because they're in school, they still can.
Right.
You know, and then there'll be other things going on after 5. You've got the fire hall. They will set up again this year. You've got Just a Potter. They're going to be doing theirs. We will, like I said, be there until 5. We will have our candy, the popcorn. We have partnership with Second Harvest Food Bank. They are helping us. Patty, she's helps supply candies, drinks, everything for us again this year. So, you know, we're just going to have fun with this again. And if anybody would like to help us advertise with our flyers, just give me a call at the police department, which is 597-8210, and we will get you a flyer out there. Because last year, I was scrambling everywhere trying to get flyers and the officers when they weren't working, on calls.
I don't know. You must have done a pretty good job.
Yeah.
Because it was a great turnout last year, and people were scrambling to find candy because it was such a good turnout. So it was really neat from looker on to see so many people filling the streets and walking around, enjoying the downtown. It was great for local businesses because people were coming in just for the trick-or-treating, but brings them in the door. It was a really, really great event.
Well, Mayor Potts has been your greatest promoter, let me tell you. He had every meeting I'm in, he brings up what a great success that was, and we can't wait to see what your costume's going to be this year. Have you decided yet, Mayor?
I think they've decided, but we can't tell yet.
Oh, yeah, it's a secret.
Yeah.
I like it. I like
it's a
secrets.
theme
It won't be
thing.
like last year. That's all.
No, it won't be like last year.
That's great.
I told
So
him, I
again,
said,
that's
you got me one time. I did that, but we're still gonna dress up.
Yeah.
Okay. But
That's
it's gonna
good.
be a different theme, so it'd be kind of different from what we
Oh,
did
it's a
last year. But you
secret.
still like it.
yeah. So we invite all local businesses to participate. We know Custom Printing is doing, even though they're not right downtown, they're going to also be doing a big Halloween candy giveaway and all sorts of fun things going on. And that's at 157 Georgia Lane. And last year they said they had over 700 people.
They were as
coming through
surprised
the door.
as we were downtown, let me say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the businesses don't just have to be downtown. We want this to be a great, safe event anywhere in the county, and this is just a great springboard to have a really good event.
It's just, I can only go so far.
That's right.
I did this on foot. I just walked around town.
Right.
Because we had spoken with Dairy Queen about helping us with some gifts, promotion items. And at that time they couldn't, but we gave them one of our little pumpkins to let people know that they were giving out free ice cream. I think it was ice cream cones last year. So yes, if anybody, the other businesses, whether it's in town or not,
Just let us know.
that's going to be, bigger for the kids because
Right.
they really had fun with it and all. And, it's just, like I said, it's just something we want to start to get with the kids, for the parents, for the businesses, for our officers, so that they could interact with the kids more and not have the children to be afraid of them, because we do have, sadly, children are afraid of officers at times. So this was a way for them to interact and get used to them. And so we're just, like I said, we're just looking forward again to it. And
I
hopefully
can't
this is
wait.
gonna
I
make
know.
it easy.
I'm not
Great
going to
event.
any meetings on that day on Halloween next year, let me tell you. When I got back and heard about all the fun I'd missed, I was so upset. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's great.
But we appreciate all y'all.
But-
What was good about this is I'm in an older set. Okay.
What are you pointing at me for?
And it's been, she's not old as I am, but
No, I'm not.
She's gonna remember what I'm saying, and a lot of y'all will, I guess. But when I looked around town, when all this was going on, the streets were full.
yeah.
I remember that from when I was growing up,
And they
because I
weren't-
was one of them on the street.
And they weren't soaping the windows.
No, they wasn't so funny.
No, they were having fun. That's
We-
right. It was.
we
Oh,
did
they were
this.
having fun
They were
soaping
having
windows
fun.
too.
Oh,
Yes, I mean, yes, those other people did. I don't know who that was back then. Do you?
But we had fun with it, and we're glad we did it, and that's the reason we're coming back with it again, because we enjoy it.
Right.
It is so nice of you to celebrate my Halloween birthday this way.
Is that what it is?
Oh, is it your
that your
birthday?
It's your birthday.
Halloween.
Halloween's birthday.
Please, everyone come by and say Happy Halloween, and I want some candy, and I'm gonna buy something from
When
you.
I did, I talked to him, I talked to you, but you actually sold stuff that day, right?
Hopefully.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Fluted did. That's the reason I was saying, and I don't.
Yeah.
I think people did buy stuff that day.
So it wasn't just
everybody's
good trick or
coming-
treatment. They had an opportunity to go in the stores and maybe possibly buy something.
Well,
I went
honestly,
to
if you
every
haven't
store in
been,
town.
yeah, if you
And
haven't
once
been in the
again,
store, you
save
never
our
know.
downtown.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, when I was just go out walking, there were businesses there that I didn't even know were there, and that was one way I was hoping bring them in and see what business were down there, because I didn't know a lot of them businesses were
Right,
there.
you got to get out and walk around.
And you're just
That's
across
right.
the square.
Yeah, you're right.
Across from Webb's.
Well, anyway, we're excited about it.
Well,
Lots going on Halloween. If you didn't get all this, just call the chamber office and we'll get you all
That's
the info.
right.
But thank y'all so much. But I know this is going to sound a little strange me saying this early, but you know how we have to start getting ready months early before Christmas, and we've got Santas for all seasons coming up, and this is to help our foster children in DeKalb County. And boy, do I have a good representatives here this morning to talk about that. Annette Greek is here, if somebody hadn't already guessed, from Webb's Drug. She is in charge of this. Jessica Tucker and also Allison Odell, right? Good morning, girls. And tell us all about this and how can we help?
Well, Annette Greek's been over our Santas for All Seasons account for many years.
Except it's actually called the DeKalb County Foster Children's Fund.
Okay. Well, I
100 years. I've probably done this 20-something.
We are so glad you're here. You're here to clear that up.
So we're going to let Annette talk about the DeKalb County Foster Fund, and she helps raise money to provide Christmas and other things throughout the year for our kids in foster care.
Well, I just found out that we've got over 60 children that have been removed from DeKalb County at this time, and there are no funds through the state to pay for Christmas and birthday. I also do birthdays and extra items. So it's you. It depends on you. And we've done more than just Christmas, though. We've bought football uniforms. We've had cheerleaders out there. We've bought school sweaters. Some of the different things that have happened this year because things are tight. I bought some bunk beds so that we could keep siblings together.
Oh.
So, I mean, it's just getting worse. And it's not these kids' faults. And I've got one check so far. I think you sent them out a week or two ago, and I've received one, and it was $25 that I'd gotten $500 from them before. So those of you that can send $5 or $2, whatever, it's going to take it all. And I'm at Webb's Gift Shop on the square, and most people just bring it to me. And we try to get these done by the end of November so that we can get the checks sent out. Most of the kids they're from DeKalb County, but they're out of the county a lot of times or in group homes. So we send money. We don't send the gifts through this. It's just too hard to get everything to them, or if it needs to fit, or if it's the right thing the kid wants. There's many teenagers, and there's a lot of babies now. And it gets depressing when the money doesn't come in on this, because I know everybody's hurting right now, but we can't be hurting any worse than this. To be away
and
from
it's
our
hard.
families.
It's hard enough just from the child's point of view. Again, they're not to blame,
Yes.
and it's hard enough for them to be in a completely different environment. Even though we know it's for the best for them, this is something that helps the child and the family move into the holidays with a sense of joy and a sense of feeling like it's going to be a good holiday.
But we have got some really neat kids in foster care that are participating in our school programs that they're going to go somewhere if you help them.
Yeah.
Well, that's amazing, and honestly, it's like Annette said, I mean, even if you only have a few dollars to spare, it'll all add up as it comes in. So, I mean, take it by Webb's. If you see me out at the chamber, I'll get it to Annette, just whatever you need to do. Just be sure and don't forget these children who, like Annette says, has so much potential. And just, we need a hand up sometimes.
I have 3 or 4 churches that have always given me a reasonable donation, but there's a whole lot more than 3 or 4 churches out there. A lot of our clubs,
that's a great idea. That may be something that
Sunday school classes, passing the hat,
for a church looking for something to do, something really special, instead of having some kind of gift exchange or something just in house. That instead of sharing gifts among yourselves, maybe everybody donate and make Christmas a better idea. Christmas
but
for someone
remember
else.
the angel tree too, because we work with a lot of the same people,
Families
and
folks.
we try to get together to know if they're hurting or if I'm hurting with my program.
Yeah.
Because we're in the same boat, and it's still our children.
Yeah. That's right.
Well, if you'd like to help, give Annette a call at 597-4186, and you'll put that money to good work, won't you, Annette?
It will, and it goes more than just Christmas. So
Christmas, birthdays, school projects, all kinds of stuff.
graduation gifts.
Graduation.
Yeah.
Yep. All you know, anything that we might provide our own children, those children need to have that provided for them. So this is a great way to give back.
And they appreciate it more than their own children do.
Oh, thank y'all so much. Oh, Mr. Jim Wood came by the office yesterday and wanted me to mention to everyone, he's now working with the Joe Black effort. That's the nonprofit animal rescue and adoption organization. And he wanted to let you know that they've got a new office space located between Gentleman's Barber and Moore's Office Supply, which is right downtown Smithville. And they need volunteers to help run that office. So if you've got a couple of hours a week, you might want to do that.
Love animals and want to support that great effort that they're doing.
And they meet Mondays there at 6 p.m. So stop by there. And also they're needing donations. They've got a lot of cats right now that need spay and neuter services. Now, if this was a cat talking, they'd say, please don't give. But you know, this is people talking, so we need donations.
It's a very simple surgery.
You know, I gotta apologize. I forget I'm on the air sometimes.
I think you're on TV.
I don't know. I'm on TV. Yes. Oh my goodness. I'm looking right at the camera and I forget.
The cats don't know.
No.
They're just
They'll be happy.
sleep. They wake up happy. That's right.
I can't believe I said that.
They're fine.
Anyway, the phone number, I'm all read, 464-LOVE. 464, I'm sorry, husband, if you're listening, 464-LOVE. So anyway, I don't know what happened to me there. I apologize.
No
Been a
kitten
rough week.
support.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, y'all are awesome. But anyway, I'm glad I'm among radio and television friends, aren't you?
I know.
They're very forgiving of me. Well, anyway, Terry Lynn, our state representative, Terry Lynn Weaver, wanted me to remind everybody, First Friday
from 7:30 to 8:30.
in the morning.
Yeah, in the morning, a.m. at the DeKalb County Complex, where the little coffee shop, the Social Blends Cafe, fabulous place to just gather and very informal. And both our state representative Terry Lynn Weaver and our state representative Mark Pody are doing this 2 separate days, so you can actually visit with each of them. And they say they're working together for DeKalb County. So if you have an issue, you don't need to worry about where that dividing line is. Oh, I can't talk to Terry Lynn Weaver because actually Mark Pody's my representative. They view it as they're both here to represent DeKalb County and work for us. But they have to know what our concerns are.
That's right.
And if they're going to vote their constituents' conscience, it's up to us to let them know what those opinions and concerns and issues
Instead of
are.
complaining out in, just the general public. Go
Yeah,
talk
you and
to
I
them.
can talk about it, but that's not
again.
going to do anything. So Terry Lynn Weaver meets the first Fridays at 7:30 a.m. at the Social Blends in DeKalb County Complex. And Mark Pody meets at 10:30, from 10:30 to 12:30 on the third Fridays, and he's up on the 3rd floor of the Board of Education building, right on the square.
Yeah, so come out for that. And Jen, we just began leadership camp to finish up the program.
Oh my gosh!
Best class ever. It is.
It was a great start. We started last week, and I just want to say a few huge thank yous to the Appalachian Center for Craft and Director Jeff Adams. We so appreciated meeting him. He's got some new ideas and very interested in reaching out to DeKalb County, starting some new initiatives to really make Smithville and DeKalb County a part of the Appalachian Center for Craft and vice versa. So it was really great to get to meet him. And of course, we couldn't do the day without our sponsors, Dr. Mitchell Tatum and the DeKalb Ace Hardware and Smith Sunbelt Realty, Tom Janey and Associates. And our helpers for the day, of course, were for the most part, members of last year's class. But Joan Barrett from Premier Realty of Center Hill Lake, Daryl Gill and Beth Gill of DeKalb Tire and Service, and of course lots of folks know Beth from her real job of cleaning teeth and being a hygienist at Dr. Tatum's office, and also Jane Brown from the gas company. However, the real stars of the day were my class. And I'm going to try hard not to zip through these because I believe that this is the best class ever. And I was actually talking to an alumni person yesterday, and she's like, how do you get people to participate year after year? I would have thought it would have fizzled long ago. And I'm like, oh, thank you for that. No, I'm like, I really think that it's from one class to the next. They are the ones who promote it and recruit it. And I am not so sure how we get so blessed every year, but this is a fabulous class. So we have Shannon Adkins, who, did you see the movie Unconditional?
Yes, I heard about it.
Yeah, so she and her husband, that's their company.
She's great.
And they are now DeKalb County residents. Fabulous person. David Barrett from Premier Realty of Center Hill Lake. And David has been so involved in so many things. I'm just really glad that he's finally in the class. Emily Bennett. You know, we like diversity, and Emily is young and new to the community, and she works, she's self-employed, has her own company, Permanent Solutions, and she's also sponsored by the Joe Black Effort. And you know, we have had the Healthier Beginnings folks on the radio show talking about a new outreach. Well, we have one of their counselors, case managers, Ali Sonaro Konorhan, I think is, I'm pretty sure she's not going to butcher me for that, but or that I butchered her name. But she is representing the program Healthier Beginnings, sponsored by the Stevens Center. Lisa Cripps, who is at the DeKalb County Board of Education Central Office. Kim Frazier, who is Director of Nursing at DeKalb Community Hospital. And we have two fabulous high school seniors this year. The first one is Eli Gill and Joe Green from Middle Tennessee Natural Gas, Shannon Jones from DTC, April Martin from UT Extension, and of course so many people will know April through her work with the FCE clubs and 4-H. Rahul Ramirez from Federal Mogul. Oh my gosh, we are just so lucky.
A lot of fun.
And Jordan Wilkins is our other high school senior. And I really want to say a big thank you to Smithville Rotary Club for being our sponsor of the high school seniors again this year.
It is a fabulous class.
Oh
We
my
had a good
gosh, best class ever, maybe. I mean, you know, there's a lot of other classes in the running for that. But we want to say thank you to all of those participants for committing to not just Leadership DeKalb, but to really putting their time and effort and learning about DeKalb County and how they can get plugged into just the great things that are happening in our community.
Well, I tell you, Jen, we have gone over time again.
No, only by a minute.
We just get excited. The Chamber does want to promote your news and special events. So just call our office at 597-4163.
There is something almost every minute of the day. So make sure you go out and take advantage of it. It's going to be a fabulous month.
Well, we want to say thank you to our guests this morning. We're so grateful to WJLE and to DTC TV for sponsoring the Chamber Chat program, and hope everyone has a fabulous October.